Okay, y'all, welcome back. Sorry, that was my husband. And the phone call, I could tell, was going to take a little bit longer. So I didn't want to have y'all just there, waiting while I'm on the phone. So I got off the phone. I had my skillet. It's already heating up, and I'm getting 2 tablespoons of my fresh cream butter. Normally I put a little bit of oil in the pan, which is good, but I'm just going to try some butter right now. Probably going to have to end up adding oil, but I don't feel like messing with it. So 2 tablespoons, add it, and I'm just going to mix it all around. Oatmeal is already completely done, so that's good. Oh, I suppose so.
Wait, fourth can we put this in?
Our youngest daughter got a little gift last night from the papa that she is tickled pink about. It is really cute. Um, so she wants to show y'all, but I gotta put it in its little outfit. Watch, that skillet is on and it's hot. I'm gonna have to move my mixing bowl for them to see. Alright, where's its one arm?
I don't know.
Alright. Hold on, it looks deformed. Okay.
Wait. I forgot that here, but I'll do it.
Can you get it? There you go. So it's a little Hello Kitty. It's like a squishy, but this is its watermelon costume. And then what other costume did you get? What is that?
An apple.
Very good. I'm going to hold it up there so they can see. So Hello Kitty gets a watermelon costume and an apple. And the outfits are squishy too. It's like a little jiggly poof. Alright, our butter is melted and we're going to go ahead and get the pancakes. I just got to get my ladle. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use... No, I'm going to get my other one. Good morning. Everybody's waking up. They must smell breakfast. Okay, so ladle, got our mix, and we're going to come over and put our pancake in there. Now, I'm not doing my griddle. The griddle made me so mad last time. Bless you. I just don't have the patience for it. So, I'm just going to do one at a time. Now, this is what our oatmeal looks like. It's very thick. See? So, you're going to want to add a little bit more milk to it. Put your oatmeal on low heat. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Make it creamy. Mix it all around. Make sure you get the sides. So the oatmeal that's sticking to the sides of the pan or your pot will be rehydrated. Alright. I took my robe off because I didn't want to get anything on it. I'm cold. I'd made french fries. How bad is that for french fries along with breakfast? I mean, but they're homemade french fries, so I don't think it would be that bad. Maybe I'll save them for lunch. I don't know. I'm kind of craving french fries now. You are want to get your animals fed, honey. Because they're all up. They want their breakfast. And that way, when you go to eat breakfast, you can actually sit down, enjoy your breakfast, and then all you're going to have to do is, you know, have your, well, one chore will be knocked out of the way. That way you guys can start school. So I'm going to do half regular pancakes, half chocolate chip, and I'm thinking about getting some of my frozen fruit, but I feel like it's too late to do that because it's frozen. I mean, it's frozen solid. It's too late to put it in the oatmeal because the oatmeal is 100% done. And we did get good oatmeal. I did get my canned fruit out, so I can scoop some of that out and put that in the oatmeal for some fruit oatmeal. If I don't, it'll just be put on the side. So go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get a plate out so as the pancakes are done, we can stack her up. So we're going to be doing that too. What are these animals doing? You okay, Oreo? Alright. And Peep's pancake is a little bit too big. Bam! Oh, I got it. I got it. Whoop, whoop, we got it. This is a small spatula. And I don't feel like going and getting my real big one. My real huge spatulas and tongs and spoon and stuff like that, I typically take when we go camping. Or like in the summers, you'll see us, we use our fire pit to cook a lot of our foods. We have bonfires, we cook outside on the fire, and then we'll have like s'mores and stuff afterwards. So that's what those are typically used for, when we cook outside and then when we go camping. I have used them inside though. It's just, I don't feel like going to get them, and it kind of is a pain because they're so big. They're perfect for a grill or, you know, in a fire pit, stuff like that. Alright, so one pancake is done. Bam. Okay, time for the next one. Boop. Wow, I did not think it was going to get that big. Alright, this makes it easier for me. So I have my lid full of chocolate chips and just drop a couple. Like in this one, I'm only going to do 4, one on each side. Actually, we're going to do 5 because it's a pretty big pancake. And then I can snack. I've been up since early this morning. I haven't eaten nothing. I'm not a breakfast person like that. I normally don't eat breakfast. However, I don't know what it is lately, but I've actually been getting hungry in the mornings. And if there's some left over, then I'll eat. If there's not, and I only made enough for the kids, obviously the kids are eating. I typically will eat something small for, like, I won't eat breakfast, I'll eat something small for lunch, and then I eat supper. Unless I'm not feeling good. Like, if I'm not feeling good in the evenings, or if I have a migraine, then yeah, I'm not eating supper. And there's a lot of times, too, which I'm sure if any of y'all are the ones doing all the cooking, you'll know what I mean, where you're, even though it's wintertime and even though it's cold out, you get so overheated from being in the kitchen for hours and just dealing with the heat. And I love the smell of cooking and baking. I love it. But sometimes when you've been in there for hours and you're nonstop, especially after doing it all day, I won't be able to eat, or like I have to wait a few hours and decompress to be able to eat. And that really sucks. I mean, it really does. Because by then my food's cold, but I'm the one that does all the cooking for breakfast, lunch, supper, desserts, snacks, stuff like that. It's non-stop. I am in my kitchen more than I am anywhere until garden season comes, and then it's a mixture between the garden and the kitchen, because I'm still cooking, I'm still baking, but I'm also preserving, harvesting, canning. It's a lot. Alright, so I have one regular pancake done. Then I have my chocolate chip pancake done. Trying to make them a little smaller. So this does make a lot of pancakes. If y'all don't have a big family, you don't have a lot of children, then you will very, very easily be able to make enough pancakes for you and yours, plus still have some batter that you can just put in a mason jar, put it in the fridge, and then you'll have it for the next day or throughout the week. I, on the other hand, do not have that. I use every bit of my batter, make so many pancakes, and they all get eaten up. So there is no saving batter for me. There's no having pancakes left over or this and that. Typically, um, when I make my huge breakfast, I will make a tiny plate if there's some left over, or if I know there's not going to be enough, then I'll make extra so my husband can have a small plate if he wants it when he gets home. If not, it will get ate. Trust me, food does not get wasted here. If my husband don't eat it, my children will eat it. Plus the animals and everything else. So, I was hoping to get this all in one video, but I guess it's kind of a good thing because it probably would have went over. You know what I mean? But I can show y'all. This is my chocolate chip pancake. And this one is the regular hot. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. And then I have a regular coming. I like to do even amount. Otherwise, a mutiny will happen in my home where my children are fighting over who gets the chocolate chip pancakes. So, typically I'll just put chocolate chips in here and they all get chocolate chip pancakes. But I want to do half and half. So everybody gets one regular pancake and everybody gets one chocolate chip pancake. Obviously, they're not just getting two pancakes, but you know what I mean. An even number across the board. Mama is very fair. I'm all for, your kids should have their individuality. If they like different things, this and that, that's great. But I'm also fair. So if one person if there's not enough for everybody, then nobody, basically. Because that's not fair. Unless it's a specific case. So like on birthdays, obviously, um, I the month before each child's birthday, I will have them sit down and make their birthday list. So they will make a list of all types of presents that they want. They know they're not getting everything that's on that list. It's just giving us options to choose from. They will star what they want the most, and we'll know, like, okay, they would like any of these gifts, but the ones that are starred, they want the most. And then they'll make their food. So what they want for breakfast, lunch, supper, dessert, snacks, and then how do they want their cake? What kind of cake? So they each do that, and I need that done a month in advance because we need to be able to shop for their gifts, which we can't just buy their gifts all at one time. Um, it just doesn't work that way because we have bills and we're a one income, low income family. So, we don't have this big budget where we can just go buy what we want when we want. Um, we have to be very cautious and mindful to where we have enough money to get gifts and this and that. And then obviously, I cook and I bake the cake and everything, but I still need to make sure I have all the ingredients. And again, if we can't source it from our homestead, I need to outsource it from a local butcher, a local farm, or the Amish, which is a huge, huge blessing, but still, nonetheless, I need to make sure that we have enough. Okay, so I'm just going to put 5 little chocolate chips in my ladle. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here. All 4 corners gets 1 chocolate chip and then 1 in the middle. So that works. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 regular and only 1 chocolate chip made. So I don't think this one has any chocolate chips. No. And I don't know, like hopefully y'all who are watching this now saw the loaner video that we did before. Because I can't take any more shorts, which really is a bummer for me because the short that I made starting this, I'm going to tag the loaner video that we did, but this is the loaner video part 2.
Mommy?
Yes, sweetie?
Can I go wash these in the sink? Because we don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Just don't shut our bathroom door and make sure you turn the water off. All right. Okay. Oatmeal is done, 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 done. Pancakes are almost done. We are on a roll. Yes, we are. Because while my children were sleeping, did dishes, we did breakfast prep, and we already started breakfast. So they're waking up at the end of it, which is perfect because when they wake up, they're hungry, they want their food. But I also need to be able to get them started on homeschool. So like they need to get chores done, which the one chore of feeding their animals will be done before they eat breakfast. I'm very big on that. They wake up, go feed your animals. Give them food and fresh water. That's their responsibility. I take care of all the other animals, but just like every other kid is taught, you want an animal, you're going to be responsible for it. Otherwise, you don't get that animal. It's different if they're little, but like our youngest daughter, she's 7. She is perfectly capable of making sure her cat has water or, telling me, can I have a cup of water and I'll help her, but she can get her dry food and put it in her bowl. And
which one's cold?
The right side.
Which one?
Your right side.
This?
Yeah.
So the one over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so they can give their animals food and water, and then get out of that. No, leave the coveralls alone. Princess, Get your little lily butt in here. No. Hey. Go. You stay out of the laundry room. No, you're evicted. Go. Anyway, after they give their cats food and water, they get their breakfast. Once breakfast is done, they need to go finish their chores, and then we immediately have to start school. And then while they're doing that, I normally am getting my stuff done. So like today, for instance, I'll do the dishes from breakfast. Like that's normally what I do. I do my dishes. I do laundry. So I have a load of laundry that I have to start. I'll do my dishes, but I have phone calls that I have to make. And I'm really freaking out about that because my phone's not working. And no matter what I do, I cannot get it to work. And the stupid crap keeps popping up. And it's making me angry. Like, normally, I just let stuff roll off of me. Like, oh, it'll be okay. And this and that. But my patience is really being tried and tested. Because I've deleted 3 apps this morning. See, it does this. And I clear the cache, however you pronounce it. I've done this like over 20 times and deleted 3 freaking apps off of this stupid phone just this morning. It's not including all the apps I've deleted this week. And it won't let me do anything. I can't access this stupid phone to even make a freaking phone call now. And I'm like, no, this is the only phone I have here at this house. And I need to be able to make my phone calls. Like, I have to. They're very important phone calls. And I have to do it before the place is closed. I also have editing and stuff that I have to do. But, I mean, I can do that later. It's going to suck. But if I have to wait to release my videos, then so be it. I mean, it is what it is. It's out of my control. Get out of there. Now. Get out. Go. Go. But the not being able to access my phone to make a phone call is what I'm mad about. Like, okay, if I can't access YouTube or take a short, okay, yeah, that sucks, but whatever. I'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal. But if I can't even make a phone call, that scares me. I can receive calls. Y'all saw my husband called, the screen, I can't access anything, but when the call comes, I can answer it. So that's a good thing, but that's not helping me when I have to be the one to make the phone calls. And today's Friday, so they're not going to be in the offices this weekend. And my husband called to tell me that we're supposed to get really bad storms this entire weekend and next week. And I can't deal with being snowed in and ice and all this other stuff and not having what I need. So it's a lot of stress, and unfortunately it all falls on me, like usual. I can't do everything. And it's very frustrating. Like, it's very, very beyond frustrating. And I'm tired of going through every stupid app to clear the cache just for the dumb thing to fill up again. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And I haven't even used these apps. That's the thing. I have not used them, and Lord knows how long. So there's no reason why it should even be doing this. I have not taken any pictures. I have not done anything on this phone like that. Just taken a short here and there. But I post it, so it's not like they're just saved. It's very frustrating. And I need to be able to bring this down to clear my notifications, because I'm pretty sure that's what jams up the stupid thing, and it won't work. I really pray to God that I do not lose my video, but I'm restarting the phone because my nerves can't handle it. It's too much. And I'm not going to let it put me in a bad mood. So there's that. So far, my 2 tablespoons of my sweet cream butter has worked out amazing. I did not need any oil, but obviously the butter is completely evaporated, so I am going to cut me another one, which I got, and I'm just going to add that in. And as y'all can see, I'm holding the pancake, and I'm just gonna mix this butter around town. Yep, mix it around town. There we go. Alright, add my pancake back. Alright. We're getting places, people. We're getting somewheres, and we're doing big things. Now we're going to drink our coffee, because we need it. Yeah, I definitely need more coffee. It's cold. Alright. Gonna move my pancakes over yonder. Get some of my milk. Add some of my milk to it, even though it's just gonna make it colder. It is a-okay. My younger children are playing. So as much as I do like making big pancakes, I prefer making smaller ones. Just like this size. Because then I get more. When you make huge pancakes, then unfortunately it takes up way more batter. I'm really worried now about these storms. Oh. Oh, they do. Beautiful.
I watched some,
You did a great job.
and we were gonna call it, and so there was him and Tia, and I put a cup of water so he could go in there, and I made the sound and then they all got it because I put them in front of the paper. Then I need a paper towel, because I think...
No, we're not using paper towels on that.
I think when I, kind of stinky, I think that would have pee on my face.
No, that's water. That's for me when I was petting her. But feel free to turn on the sink. Just don't knock my cutting board. Alright. Put that there. Ooh, wow. Okay, I don't like that. My handle's way too hot.
Tell me when you, have time for us to do something.
Yes, not right now.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't, but Mommy's busy getting y'all's breakfast done so y'all can eat and so y'all can start school. Because I have my own things that I have to get done. Bless you. De nada. It's one of those days. Everything was so good too. Like this morning, everything was working. Everything was fine. Couple phone calls, and the stupid phone started. It worked all morning. It's ridiculous. And I don't have anything posted for yesterday except for today's Friday. I'm sorry. Today is Friday, February 7th, 2025. And it's either Pantry Challenge Day 762 or 763. I'm not sure which one it is, but I will have the correct Pantry Challenge Day in the description by the time I post this. I have it written down in my planners, like what day is what, just so I don't forget, so I don't mix anything up. So I do not confuse anything. Um, because, you know, us mamas, we have a lot on us on mentally. I mean, there's so much to know, there's so much to remember, there's so much that we do, and it doesn't matter if you're a working mom or if you're a homeschool mom or a farming mom, a homesteading mom, a gardening mom, it doesn't matter. Like, there's so much on our plates. And so when you add all that on one, that's a lot. That is a lot. So, nonetheless, the thing was working fine. And then I made a phone call that I personally had to make. But then the phone calls I received were dumb telemarketers who not only wasted my time, but they jammed up my flippin' phone. And I'm so mad about that. And of course, you know, I'm sitting here and I answered it because it's not a number like, it's a local number to our state. So it makes it seem, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, so is this the person calling me back? So I can figure out what's going on with my account and stuff. And it was the telemarketers, and I'm sitting here and they're like, oh, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? And oh, thank you. Like, they sound so surprised I say that, but I'm like, even when I want to be rude, even when I want to be mean, I can't. And I have to use manners. I am very, very big on manners. And yes, even when I'm mad, even when I used to kirk out on people, I would still have manners. Used to make people so much even more madder because you really can't talk your smack when I'm being nice, or even if I'm have a tone. I'm still using my manners. Kill them with kindness. That irks people. So, nonetheless, you know, I was like, no, I don't have this. And oh, okay, either they'll hang up on me. They won't say nothing as soon as I say I don't have whatever they're calling about. They normally hang up on me. And the one robot voice did. I heard a bunch of people in the background. For a local number, it was a lot of Middle Eastern sounding. Like, I don't know, like, I can't tell if it was like people from India or what, but I heard their voices. However, on top of hearing all the background noise, it's some female AI robotic voice. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I hate that. That is one thing to make me extremely mad. I would rather talk to a person, even if it's something stupid, even if it's inconvenience like a telemarketer. Don't come at me with no robotic AI BS. I don't like that. If you're calling me, I'm a human, then I want to speak to a freaking human. Otherwise, don't call. Don't waste my time. And I hate that even to pay your bills, it's so hard to talk to an actual human. I hate that. Nobody wants to sit here and talk to AI. Nobody wants to talk to a freaking robot. Just do your job. I've worked in call centers before. I've handled people's problems. I rather enjoyed it. What's not enjoyable is when a customer or client has to sit here and talk to artificial intelligence. That's so dumb. And it provokes everybody that I have ever talked to about it. They get so burnt up, just like I do. But anyway, so I had the one robotics voice, and the stupid thing just hung up on me. I'm like, oh, okay, getting hung up on by a freaking robot. Like, screw you too, but whatever. And then the last one was an actual human, like it was a person. And, you know, I told the man, I was like, no, I don't. I fully expected him to hang up like the others, but he didn't. And he was like, oh, okay, well, thank you for your time. And I'm like, you're welcome. Like, thank you. God bless. Or have a great day. I was like, thank you. Have a great day. And God bless. I can't be mean to them. I can't. Like my husband, if it's just a telemarketer, he'll just hang up. But I can't because I sit here and like, yeah, it's an inconvenience. If it's a scammer, that's something different. But if it's somebody who they don't want to call, but that's their job, and fortunately, they have bills to pay and they gotta eat too. I get it. I'm not just gonna be rude and kirk out on them or hang up. To each their own. I don't judge people that do, but I know what it's like. I remember way back in the day, like as a teenager, I worked for American Design and Build. Loved my boss. Oh, the owner of the company is an amazing man. Like, he really was. But I was a telemarketer. Or not a telemarketer. I guess it would be. Is it like a solicitor? I don't know. I was in charge of finding areas. So, like, we had a huge map and we would pinpoint areas all over Maryland to go and ask them about solar. And after I mapped out the areas, I would then drive all over Maryland with my car full of other coworkers. Like we drove in teams, so somebody would drive, and I don't trust other people's driving for one, but for two, I like having my own vehicle. Um, I do not trust people. I have a lot of trust issues. That's just from my trauma that I've been through throughout my entire life, like from childhood to throughout adulthood. I have really bad and really big super trust issues. So I would rather have my vehicle so I can drive. I'm a darn good driver. I know that I'm safe and I know that everybody else will be safe. And I don't drive like a maniac. So I wanted to be the one to drive because, for one, I felt safer, but two, I wanted to make sure that I had my vehicle at all times. If something happened, or, you know, 'cause sometimes we went to not great neighborhoods and I'm responsible for all these people. I need to get these girls and even the boys, you know, in the car and get them out. Plus, I knew the areas. Like, I had GPS hookup in my car and everything. Like, my Padre made sure I was good because I was horrible with direction. I can drive places. I do my landmarks. I know how to get there. I know how to drive around. Like, I know my areas. But I cannot explain it to somebody. And if I need directions, I can't have, like, oh, turn east. Yeah, that's not happening. I will get lost quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I had to, it was nice having GPS. I had a Garmin GPS. And no, it wasn't built into our vehicles back then. It was the big, bulky, you know, GPS that you had to plug in to your car. So, anyway, that's what I had. And we would just drive around and then we'd park, get our clipboards and get everybody gathered and break everybody up into certain areas. Like, if I'd go and drop X amount of people off in this neighborhood, and then I'd be like, okay, y'all do this whole neighborhood, like do the whole side, just keep going up. I'm parking over here. We're going to do this neighborhood and go all the way up, and then we'd meet and then all walk back to the car. But you had to try to sell solar. And you didn't have to, like, if you sold solar, that's great, but you just had to get the appointments back then. So you're constantly bothering people, and I hate that. Like, I'm a people person. I love talking. I can go up to somebody and talk to them like I've known them my whole life, and I've always been able to make people feel comfortable. I've always been everybody's therapist. Everybody always opens up to me, tells me stuff and this and that, and probably because I'm a very empathetic person and I truly genuinely care and I try to help people, sometimes a little bit too much, but either way, um, I would get so nervous going up to these people's houses, and I'm like, I'm gonna get yelled at, and I don't like being yelled at, and I don't want to cry in front of these people. You know, I was young. I did not do well with getting in trouble by anybody, and if somebody gave me that parent look, oh, I'm melting. I'm telling everything. Like, it's bad. Yeah, it was bad. So anyway, it wound up, I actually did really good at that because I wasn't pushy. Like, oh well, if I didn't get the appointments, yeah, that sucks, but what do you expect from me? I'm not going to force people into it, and I'm not going to be rude and, like, try to twist their arm to set an appointment. If they're interested, great. If not, well, sorry about your luck. Come up with a different product, basically. But I did pretty good with setting appointments. It's just you didn't get a lot of money for one, so that sucked. But also, the the sales reps who went out, like, were the ones who set the appointment, were the ones who explained everything and got the people interested. But if they wound up buying it and going for solar, we didn't get the money like we were supposed to get a percentage. Yeah, that didn't happen. The salesperson did. And it's like, dude, they did not do the work. We are the ones who, you know, we set it up, explained everything to them, gave them all the information. We took the time to get to know the person and make them comfortable, this and that. So that was kind of crappy, but it is what it is. I never worked for them sales wise, um, but I have done sales in many other companies and I've been really good at it. Like, I remember my one interview, um, they had interviewed so many people, but I was very positive. I've never in my life walked into an interview and not got the job on the spot. That's never happened to me in my entire life. Like, I've always gotten the job. My resume speaks for itself. I have one heck of a resume. I am certified in a lot. I have the experience. That's the thing. A lot of people, and I went to college, but if I tell my kids all the time, people want experience over a degree. Back when I was growing up, everybody pushed the degree and going to college, and they still do now, but I think people are wising up. Like, you can get all the degrees you want, honey. They're not going to hire you like that if you don't have experience. And if it comes between you and your degree and somebody without a degree who has a ton of experience, they're going to go with the experienced person. So, I have a lot of experience, and I always got the job. Plus, I'm a very positive, bubbly person, so I do really well for any type of job, whether it's in person or even phone mannerism. Um, I've gotten many raises plus my own department when it comes to phone mannerism. I've always gotten compliments on my voice, especially on the phone. Um, and stuff like that. But anyway, this one interview, I'll never forget it. Never, because it's one of those that sticks out. But I went in and we talked and everything was great. Like, conversation was amazing. There was no awkwardness. There was, no this or that. Like, the communication and conversation just flowed so smoothly. You know what I mean? And then, like, at the last minute, I'm thinking, like, yeah, I got this job in the bag. You know what I mean? And the second manager came in. I talked to him and everything. And then all of a sudden, they talked. And then they came back and they were like, all right, we want you to pitch to us. And I was like, oh, okay, that's easy. And they liked that I wasn't like, oh, or intimidated. Like, I'm really quick thinking. But I was thinking, like, I'm going to have to sell them a food item or anything, but no. They really came to me and said, we need you to sell us water. And I'm like, water? Like, first of all, nobody should even have to pay for water. That's ridiculous. God gives that. But nonetheless, I had to sell them water and ice and something else. It was like the most basic things that people are not going to want to spend money on. And I'm thinking, like, out of all the darn things, y'all pick this. And so I'm like, okay. And I was like, I was thinking, and I didn't even think but a second. I had no idea. my mouth just opened and all this started coming out. And they looked at me very amazed, and they hired me. I said that I had the job, and they said, you know, congratulations, or like, you did amazing at that. And the general manager, like the big boss, and the GM and the big boss was like, you're the first person that we have interviewed who has been able to pitch us a pitch about water that good. And I felt, you know, I was young, so I felt like all high and mighty. I'm like, oh yeah. But I got the job. By the way, y'all see this? I literally used every ounce, every drop of my pancake batter. So there's that. Big baby, feed your animals. I shouldn't have did this. I accidentally moved the lid super close to the two burners over here like a ninny. I don't even know why I did that, and it started melting. So we're just going to use these all because I am not putting these back in my thing. It's so dumb of me. I don't even know why I did that. Alright. So I got my mixing bowl, and everything that we used for breakfast this morning is inside my mixing bowl. And then that's filling up with scalding hot water right now. And I put some dish soap in there. I'm gonna eat one. That way it soaks, nothing sticks to the pan nor the utensils. So when I go to wash it, it'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oatmeal's done. And I'm literally doing the last pancake now. And then it's time to get these kiddos fed. And then start school. Okay, so we're going to bring back over, oh, yeah, this is the second loaner video. Okay, so in the first loaner video, we made my homemade pancakes. I already have my batter pre-made, so like the dry mix. All I have to do is add my wet ingredients to it. It makes life so much easier for me, especially because I just don't have the time to constantly make my, you know, my dry mix. It's too much. And I will not use box pancake mix. Like, I'm not doing, no. And then we made my homemade maple and brown sugar oatmeal. So, that's done. I also got out of the fridge this morning in the first video my canned fruit. This is my powdered sugar for on top of the pancakes. These last couple chocolate chips that were just getting way too hot, I'm just going to top them on their pancakes. Alright, go ahead and turn this burner off because it is super hot, and since it's super hot, that pancake can just finish cooking on it. So, this is our Big Mac Daddy plate full of pancakes. Not even really a big plate, but I got a mountain here of scrumdiddlyocious, homemade from scratch pancakes. Half are chocolate chip, half are regular. Ta-da!
Can I have one?
Yeah, I'm about to make a plate. And then So here's the pancakes. Check. I do not have room. Move my milk. And then here is my creamy homemade from scratch oatmeal. So this is my maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Super simple to make. I can't tag any videos in these loaner ones, which is so beyond ridiculous. I do not understand it, but nonetheless, I can only tag videos in shorts and can't access that. I have yesterday's breakfast, lunch, everything, all these videos from shorts yesterday, plus tons of homeschooling shorts, us changing our homeschool circle time calendar, changing the board, papers that we went over, like different, because I outsource a lot of things for my kids' schooling. Um, a lot of free things that y'all could use for your kids. And then I printed out these Bible packets that I put together for each one of my children for them to do. And it's something that's super interesting, super fun for them to do while also learning the Bible. So there's mazes, there's search and find, there's coloring, and bless you. Bless you. You're welcome. Bless you. You okay? All right. So they can go through and learn about that. Now, in their school, we do a lot of Bible. There's a lot of biblical studies. So, like morning devotions, scripture reading, but they also do scripture memory, where it's a verse a week that they have to memorize. Then we have New Testament and Old Testament. That's every single day. That's not including reading some of the Bible outside of school, like once school's over, and then stuff like that. But I like to get little packets together. That way it's just extra fun, and they can take a break from, the computers and tablets, because that's where they do the school. They can take a break from papers. I mean, even though it's papers, you got to understand, once you're doing school for so many hours, it can get a little bit redundant. The kids get burnt out, and it's wintertime, so you can't just go outside and play because it's freezing outside, or the weather's been crazy, so they just haven't been able to get outside and play like that. So it's nice for them to take a break and have fun even though they're still learning. And that's one thing, when a child is really interested in something, or they're enjoying themselves, or they're having fun, they retain that information so much more than if they're not enjoying it. So that's a big key thing to always remember. I love learning, even in school. It's not that I liked school because I didn't, but I loved the learning aspect of it. I just didn't like everything that went in with it. I didn't learn at everybody else's pace, and I felt like I was held back a lot from having to learn on everybody else's scale, because on a lot of things I was more advanced. So, like, by the time I was in third grade, when I went into third grade, so I was a second grader, I could read chapter books by myself, like full blown chapter books. I remember being in third grade. My third grade teacher, Mr. Benshoff, one of my favorite teachers. I will always remember his name. I loved that man. He was one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life. Such a great teacher. Like, he made an impact in my life. I don't know if he's still alive or not, because he was really old, but I'm also old, so I don't know. But I just wish that he would know that he made a huge impact in my life. But he bought me a book with his own money, and he gifted it to me. And it was one of the most amazing things, and it was a full blown chapter book. What's the matter?
Is that a little puzzle thing that we all made? With the others?
Yeah.
I broke it, and I was playing with it.
She broke your Legos?
She just threw it out.
Alright, get it before she chokes.
Hey!
Get there. Shadow! Or Princess, whatever your name is. Alright. It's okay. Pick up all the Lego pieces. Here. Come to mommy. Come here. Put all your Lego pieces, every bit of it, in here, okay?
Can I like make them into something else?
No, because that was a very expensive Lego set. You gotta have it what it is. We will fix it and put it together after school. But all the Lego pieces go in that so they don't end up throughout the house and so she doesn't choke because she thinks she's a dog and wants to chew everything. I beat you with my spatula. Anyway, forget the whole point of my story. Oh, so I showed you all that, but I can't get to it because it's on the darn phone. And I have phone calls to make. Apparently my husband ordered me stuff on Amazon, so the packages are supposed to be here today. I don't know what they are, but I'm quite excited about it, so I want to watch out for that. Homeschooling, animals, dishes, cooking. I have so much to do. Y'all know I say this all the time. A mother's job is never done. It's just not. Alright. Anywho, our pancakes are done. Our oatmeal is done. Alright. So, gonna use little Minnie Mouse plate. I love this plate. It's so cute. Alright. Got my sweet cream butter. Butter. And my coffee. Oh. Princess, please go. Stop looking for stuff to tear apart. Stop it. You're bad. Why are you such a bad cat? And then these were matching spoon and fork. They were Minnie Mouse. It was a set I bought with the plate, but, you know, wear and tear and excessive washing. It is what it is. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, my sweet cream butter here, along with my butter knife, powdered sugar, and then I'm going to go ahead and open my fruit. Hey, stop shoving stuff under my oven. Ouch. Man, that cat gets on my nerves. She really does. Alright, since the oatmeal is super hot, that's the first thing getting plated up. Okay, now, I don't know if y'all can see the entire compartment on this one side is completely full of oatmeal. I'm going to put my fruit and the little one, and then, of course, the pancakes here. How many pancakes? Okay. Mila? 4? Okay. So, this is the one pancake. Chocolate chips. So, 1 pancake. Do you want 4 all at one time, honey, or do you just want to eat 3 and then see if you want more?
I'll take 3 and then see if I want more. Okay.
This one is a regular. So we have the chocolate chip one, a regular. And let's see. Trying to get the smaller ones for her because she does not eat too much. Her eyes are bigger than her stomach. Here we go.
Hey, no!
What?
Go to the bathroom!
No, she did not.
I'm getting a paper towel.
No.
What am I supposed to get?
Oh my gosh. So I don't know what's wrong. This cat has not done this.
And she peed on the carpet.
Yeah. So now add cleaning up.
Oh, so now
Cat
we're
mess.
gonna cover it up on the carpet.
Alright, get her off my rug. Get the dumb cat before I kill her.
It's not your cat. Besides, why do we even try to cover it on a carpet and we don't even try to cover it
Because
with
that's, I don't know, she's weird. Don't step through this. However, probably because she doesn't want to get gnat. Oh! Out of the kitchen. Don't step through this. I gotta clean it. Go. Sorry, I had to pick up my one rug and I had to scrub my hands. So, this is not how I thought the ending of this video was going to go, nor how my morning was going to go, but this is real life. Unfiltered, raw, and annoying. This is life. It's okay. Sorry. Bring in cat. I advise you with everything in me to get away from me right now. Get. You are not a good kitty. You are bad. You know better. You are too darn old. She's a kitten, but she's about to be a year old, so she is not little. And we had, when we first got her, because she was wild. I mean, she was born here on the homestead, so she's not wild, but a barn cat. However, she went. You know, it's just like when you get a new puppy. That's fine. We laid down, you know, puppy pee pads, all that, and cleaned up after. We couldn't do litter for her. Every time we would put, and we had a little litter box for her, we tried everything. She tried to eat the litter. There's something wrong with her. So we had to get special litter. It's basically like the bedding that we put down for chickens. It's, oh, I wish I had some, but I don't. It's, why can't I think of what it's called? It's organic, it's all natural, but it's like bedding. We tried that. We tried pellets, all kinds of stuff. Finally, I got through to her and potty trained her. Now, she has a litter box with litter in it. So, she does good. She has not had any messes. She does use her litter box, which does not make sense why she just went on my floor. That does not make sense because she does not do that. Even when she's sick, has a cold, she does not go on the floor. It does not. I'm floored. I'm beside myself because that doesn't make sense. So anyway, put pancakes on here and I cut them up. So they're all different shapes and sizes. That's the walkie-talkie. If that is your Legos, put them in the bag. Please and thank you. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. She's in here. I thought I told you to put that stuff in your bag.
Looks like I forgot one.
Yeah, you better pray to God that she didn't swallow one of those.
Bad kitty. Hey, let that go.
Go. Put it in the bag. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I cannot believe how chaotic this freaking morning is turning out to be. Princess, go. Shoo. I put butter on her pancakes. I cut them up. I put powdered sugar on top, sprinkle some chocolate chips, and now I'm going to put my pure maple syrup on top of that. Her oatmeal should be cooled off by now, and then we're going to get some of the fruit. This is, again, I am so sorry. But this is life. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's definitely life. And I'm going to try everything not to hurt this darn terrorist that's getting on my nerves. Go. Get away from me. Now, I regret giving you treats this morning. You got so much loving. You got breakfast. You got more than all the other animals. Mommy babied you and everything just for you to turn around and go on my freaking carpet. My rug. Not happy with you. You're bad. Anyway. And so this is what they're having. It will be however many pancakes they want. Buttered with my sweet cream butter. Then I cut them up. Sprinkle my powdered sugar on top. Sprinkle loose chocolate chips. Only a few. And then they will get tons of my maple and brown sugar oatmeal. And then they get tons of fruit. So there's pears, there's grapes, there's peaches, like everything in here. And that is what we were having for Friday's breakfast. Here, Mila. Don't step in that. Please and thank you. Do not drop that. I mean it. Thank you. Okay. Moving on. Get bigger pancakes. 1, 2. I cannot believe that cat. Darn it. Oh, makes me so angry. Alright, so got the pancakes there. Ready for Grace?
No, Jack, get off the table. Anything now. That's a good sushi. It's gonna be the end. Okay, now I'm good.
God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for our food. By his hands we are fed. Please give us, Lord, our daily bread. And please bless the food in which we are about to eat and the hands who prepared it. We love you. Amen. All right. Juliana, I'm almost done with yours, honey. And so I am not going to keep y'all while I make every single plate. We go down the line. Normally, like with supper and whenever I'm making everybody's plates, I go by age. So the younger ones get fed. Obviously, they get their plates first, and we do it by age. The last two is, daddy and mommy. So once all the kids are served, then I serve my husband after I make his plate, which every plate I make, I cut up their food. So it doesn't matter if it's meat or not. My children and husband do not cut their own food. Mama does it. There's nothing wrong with that. My love language is, how I show people that I love and care about them, outside of just giving them my time, affection, and love, is I cook for people and I serve. That's just how I am. I am a very traditional woman on that aspect. I enjoy it. I understand not everybody does, and that's fine. I don't judge people. I just expect not to be judged as well because I do enjoy it. So typically, after the kids get served, then I make my husband's plate. I will serve him. And then lastly, I'll make my plate and then serve myself. So, that's just how we do her here. I was trying to use the plates that have different compartments, and I don't know why, but I should have got her bigger plate. We have bigger ones. I bought, years ago. I bought them for camping. I bought it from Walmart actually. And let me just grab one. Comes in different colors, so each kid gets their own, you know, color. Utensils, not even hold it. Utensils go in here. Main course, sides, and you can put a side in here or a drink. I don't know why I didn't use this. I could have fit more, but I didn't. Nonetheless, it's okay. Spoon. Spoon for the boob. Spoon and a fork. Fork is for pancakes. Spoon is for oatmeal and fruit. Yes. You got it? Thank you. Okay. Alright, and just like that, same thing. Oatmeal, right here. Fruit, pancakes. Watch, it is hot. Can you take your sister her fork, please? Yeah. Thank you. Alright, friends. Well, I'm going to get off here and finish making plates. And then check and see if I still have hot, fresh coffee. And if not, I'm going to make some because I desperately need some. And I need to hurry up and get through plates so then I can clean up this terrorist cat's mess and get started on everything that I have to do today, which is so much. So, thank you, friends, for joining me in the kitchen for the one short, 2 loner videos. This is the second one for my disaster and craziness. Welcome to life. That's what life is. So, thank y'all again for joining me. Glad we could do this together. And I love y'all and God bless. And remember, no matter what you face today, even if it's the craziness and things that just irk your last nerve and agitate you, it's okay. Today is a good day to have a good day, no matter what. So, on that note, I leave you with those parting words. I love y'all and God bless. Today is Friday, February 7th, 2025. Have a great Friday. Happy Friday. Have a blessed weekend. I hope y'all Sabbath tomorrow is blessed. And I love y'all and God bless. And have a good day. And I will see y'all hopefully later. Alright. Bye.